Hey, so new topic real quick. So let's talk about the topic of I'm done. So sometimes your guy or your boo get real mad at you and then they like, you know what, I'm done, like whatever. You don't have to text me about, you don't have to do this and this. You don't have to respond to my text. And then when you do respond, why do they respond back? You be like, I thought you was done. I'm just saying my last little 2 cent. Like this don't have nothing to do with. I'm just gonna say my last little words and be done. But instead, you gotta say something. And I think that people define I'm done very differently because you can be done with the situation that day. You can be over something that day, but until you officially say you are done, as in stop talking to them, you're not done. And same with, if you do this on a computer and they looking at other females with, bodies that's just not the type of body that you got. Or you don't, have that type of appearance. Which, that's what they gonna be. And if that's them showing their true colors or that's showing, how they are as a person, then you know what? Hey, that's a flaw that you didn't even know nothing about. And to get mad about it, I understand, you know, you really have to just talk to them because that's what the key importance of communication is talking to the individual that you are with. If that's what they like to look at, as long as they looking at it and they not commenting or they're not, what I'm saying, spending a day where they having these meetups with this person, let them have fun. It's you get one time in a lifetime to do something, that's fun. And maybe that's what excites them. But at the end of the day, as long as they coming back to you, as long as they making you happy and they putting it down and they doing what they supposed to do, I wouldn't worry about it. But you have to worry about it when they start acting differently or when they start treating you differently. Then something is up. Oh, they done met somebody because now they talking to me crazy. Don't talk to me crazy because you mad at the other one. Because guess what? If you want to be with the other one, go right ahead. Don't be wasting my time. Don't be over here saying, oh yeah, you ain't doing this like you used to, and you stop doing that. Nigga, have you been doing this for me? Oh, you have not. So I have not stopped doing anything. I just reduced the type of time being spent in certain areas because you are lacking in your areas. But I just wanted to, bring that up. It was a topic that just kind of came up, girl talk, how us girls do. We always talking about stuff. But it's really you really just have to learn a person. Basically, it's almost like a job application these days with these men and these women. Like you literally have to just read the application, then read them and see if them people are gonna do what they say they gonna do. And most times they don't. And stop, ladies, please stop telling men what you want. Because they will do it for a temporary time. And then soon as they get you where they want you, they stop doing all of that. So let them just be them. If they ain't shit, then more than likely that's how they gonna be. If they about something, they gonna show they about something. They gonna want to do things. They gonna have goals that are set to match up with what they're living, their lifestyle. Like, don't be trying to make a person be something that they are not. The same way with the men. Don't be trying to make a woman be something that you fantasize about, because more than likely she's not gonna be that. And if the woman has a good heart, at least show some respect. At least be respectful and mindful of her. You know, God didn't put us on this earth to be treating each other like crap and dogging each other out and trying to use or manipulate or beat them, like, that's not what God put us here for. He put us here to learn how to cope with each other, learn how to communicate with each other, learn how to work with each other, learn how to live with each other, learn how to reproduce, learn how to grow into a relationship as we get older, learn how to be wise about the decisions that we make. God did not put us on earth to waste each other's time, our energy. He didn't do all of that. He purposely made a man and a woman for a reason. And we all have different traits. We all have different tasks and jobs that we have to basically accomplish. And, for how we approach different things in relationships and our job situation or our money situation or whatever the case may be, God gave us the resources to use them wisely and to do it in an appropriate manner and in a timely fashion. Of course, nobody knows when they're going to, get with somebody or, do all these good things with each other and different goals that we have set. But at the same time, like, we have to learn that it's not about being selfish all the time. Like, stop being so selfish. Like, if a person is really helping you because they want to help you, it's because they want to help you be better. Not because they have to do it. Nobody is obligated to do anything in any type of relationship. They just not. Jobs, yeah, you obligated to do your job because you have duties that you signed up for. But even then, sometimes those obligations don't always be completed or successful. Sometimes it's an epic fail. Sometimes, you just have to redo, start over, try it again. Sometimes you have to, sometimes the job is not a best fit. And that's the thing. We have to be the best fit to survive in this world. Like, we just can't just keep draining each other to the point that we don't know what to do. So, stop trying to be like all agitated and trying to, say you done. If you gonna be done, just be done and just move on. Like, you talk, but you don't move on. And, stop trying to hold on to something that you already seeing that in your mind is not working out. Okay, it's not working out. Okay. We don't have to be enemies. We don't have to, talk to each other. We don't have to do any of those things if that's something that you're not comfortable in doing. But you have to be able to communicate that. If you can't communicate that, then it's pointless. It's like, get it together, people. So, just think about it. The only other thing that I have to say is that, when it comes to freedom and relationships, it's two different things. You can't be free and be in a relationship. Because the freedom that you had when you were single, you did what you wanted to do. When you get in a relationship, that freedom is now turned into this other person's time and energy that you need to now have a focus on. And if you don't have that focus, then you can't survive in a relationship. So really, you just have to learn how to figure out what it is that you want in a relationship. Keep that in mind, but you don't have to share this with everybody that you meet, that you start dating, if you are dating them or if you're courting them, or however you decide to define dating. You just know you need to be real with yourself. That other person needs to be real with themselves. And when you put it together, it should flow. It should never be where it's not flowing. Because if it's not flowing, that means somebody is not being themselves. Period. So you really have to just have things flow. Once you get that part together, then now you can, go to the next. And you can go to the top with this person if that's what you choose. But your freedom is going to be a different type of freedom. Because that freedom is now set upon this relationship and what you would like to build out of the relationship. Now, if you're going to be single and you know for a fact that you cannot do and build with somebody, and you can't define what teamwork and how a relationship works in general, then yeah, your freedom is going to be way different. Entirely different, because the simple fact you don't have an extra body. You just have yourself. You just focusing on you. You're taking care of yourself. You're learning to look out for yourself. And that's the thing. We have to look out for ourselves before we decide to involve other people into our lives. Because those other people that you involve in your life doesn't mean, and necessarily does not mean, that they will always look out for you, because there's going to be some times where you're going to still feel like you're single because you're still doing it on your own. When a person steps up to the plate and say, babe, you don't have to worry about this, I got you, I'm going to take care of it, or vice versa, if your girl can do it when you down, that's good. But at the same time, you don't want to drain this person to the point that there's no return of what they used to think about you as a good individual, or as that person that they saw and was in love with, and or thought they was in love with you for. Like, you just cannot sit here and make them just keep listening to lies and keep promises, because after a while they gonna catch on, they gonna pick it up to and they gonna start thinking about things, and they gonna be like, that don't add up with this, and you saying you did that, but you out here doing this, but then what you doing, you not doing nothing with me, but you doing something else with somebody else, and then you know what I'm saying, like, that's when all of these issues come. You have these issues that you start bringing up and bringing into the home and into this relationship. And then this is when people start to go into this other realm of, now I gotta go cheat, and I think it's okay to cheat, and I think this and this, and you got all these perspectives, and then you got people who do things that is unacceptable, but they like, oh, it's okay because X, Y, and Z, but no, it's not okay. It never was okay. And you can't come at people like that either. But it's always a learning experience. Always. Everything is a learning experience, from the time you are born to the time you get old and pass away. Like, you have so many experiences and so many memories of these people that have been imprinted into your brain. And then you want to be like, well, God, why did I have to go through this to get over here to that, to then go over there to do that, and then come back and still do the same thing over? Like, what happened? Like, did I miss something? Did I miss a sign? Did I not talk to you enough? Like, you start questioning yourself, and why you haven't questioned or talked to God about certain things. And you don't never want to get to that point where you have to sit here and wonder and question and say, what if this and what if that, and if I could have did this. then maybe that wouldn't have happened. But everything is a process. So again, as I always say, be mindful of the things that you do. Be mindful of how you go about doing it. And be mindful of how you treat people. Because at the end of the day, one day they might be your boss. Or maybe you might have to work with them. Or you might need them. So don't go out here trying to, be big dog and whoop whoop, I got money. And then a whole couple months later or a few weeks later, now you need some help. Because that person ain't gonna be there. And it's the same way with the little relationships. Don't go out here doing something dumb and then want somebody to just be sticking around like, oh yeah, woo woo, it's okay. No, boo boo, it's not okay. It has never been okay. Like, what? So, it's just always good to leave on a good note. Good to always be positive. To always remember how you got to a certain point in life. And always be thankful and humble of all your experiences. And that's all I have to share with you for today. As I should be soon to go to bed because I'm a little tired tonight. Had some roughness with the U of M, as I mentioned earlier. But the issue and problem was solved. So a blessing to that. And hopefully eventually more blessings will come and we can, be cheerio when next year comes and that tuition is all paid off. Because that's the next step and the next goal. And hopefully next year sometime we can get a better job with some better money. So then some more bills can get knocked out and taken care of. And then, the school situation can happen. And then, then this career situation can happen. And let me tell you, career is like the number one right now in my brain. I'm 30. I need a career. Like, what we doing? I don't have that much time to be wasting. I need a retirement. I need stability. The relationships is not doing it. So I need to learn how to be stable on my own before I can even have a relationship, really. I have never learned how to just be stable by myself, working it out by myself. Like this morning. Had to get up, shovel. I shoveled last year when I didn't have a job. But just the thing that, if you had somebody who was nice and decent that would not mind to shovel your driveway, clean your car, have your car running and warming up and maybe have a nice little light breakfast or something to go, or have your lunch ready or something, just a little thoughtfulness. But we ask too much. And, other people get overwhelmed by us asking too much of them. So when you don't ask, then they get mad because you don't ask, you don't do this, and, and then you got this whole list. Stop. Just stop. Stop and think. She didn't ask you to do any of that stuff. You did it because you wanted to. You wanted to be nice. You wanted to make her smile. The same way when she do something for you. She's doing it because she wants to and because she wants to see you smile. It's not because she like, oh, I got to do this because this, this man, he got to have this and this. And if I don't do that, then he going to be mad and blah, blah, blah. Like, no. We're not going to do that. We're going to do it because we want to. And that's what a relationship is about, because you want to be in the relationship. You want to do things with people that you are in a relationship for. Not be forced to do something. Not be arguing about your money. Because until you have put a ring on a finger, until you have showed stability in a relationship, until you have showed the commitment that you are promising to this person, nobody's obligated. That's the number one thing. No one is obligated to do any of those extra things. Those are perks in a relationship, in any type of situation. If a person is in your circle, your life circle, that's perks, because this person is allowing you into their life. They are allowing you to be a part of their story, a part of their dreams. And then when you mess it up, that was something they like, damn, I shouldn't even added their ass into my life. What was I thinking? Then you got, what was I really thinking? Like, this was just over the top, just too much. So, just, again, just be mindful. Think about the couple topics from previously about relationships, about men sometimes not really getting it. And same with women, we have some flaws too that we don't like to talk about, but we do. But it's not as prevalent as it is in the guy community. I mean, women, yes, we have issues, but at the same time, we're also accomplishing things. We're not angry at the world. Like, we just going for it, and the men, they just stop. I mean, you lucky if you can get some men to go to college for a year or two, and then after that, you like, college is a wrap. They done. But hey, until next time, y'all be safe, drive safe, be good, stay out of trouble, and again, be mindful. Later.